Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Grab over the middle. It's Williams.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver.
Oh.
It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Barry. Find some fresh air. Found the seam on the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. He now has 53 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Buys a little time. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That's my fault. I should stop that early. But
and the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one.
He's loose. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Dumps it to the back.
He actually threw that.
Man. It's
oh,
Durham.
My God.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners, Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So first down here as they go back to work. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Brown.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Takes it on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Klubnik.
How are y'all not blocking him? Can you block him? That's a
even though it's a
touchdown.
completion, they lost yardage.
Good Lord.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field.
They
You
block
saw
him.
the
That is a
speed and
touchdown.
recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these balls.
Wide open spaces. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. He uncorks one.
Oh, my God.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
To the air, it's Klubnik. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is in the air on 4th down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Give me that.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, going up top. It's caught. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Brown. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Clemson! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
That was a good route. I've seen it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught over the middle. It's Green.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense got him at the 27.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Oh, it is good.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
All right, let me not.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
What's up?
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Yeah.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32. This offense is trying to get a score.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got it for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, and this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, the defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
Clemson jumps to the line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They'll run the screen, and they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They are up by 7 over Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great mood.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown, Clemson. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out, were able to scoop it, score? That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Anderson. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That's reeled in. It's Durham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Hits a seam wide open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Brown. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Rush is on him. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Leaves it with the running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Making side adjustments here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Going up top again. throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He'll take a shot. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Davidson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.